Today we're going to look at awesome algebra, and we're going to look at Think Deeply question number 2. And it's asking us, how do you undo arrow math? That is, if you start with 2, how do you end up with 2? So that's letter A. And letter B, if you start with 21, which arrows can you use to return to 21? Okay, so I want you to think about and reflect on the question so that we understand what is being asked, okay? And jot down some of your ideas in the thoughts and questions, okay? It could be, for example, what moves do you have to make to undo an arrow? What moves do you make to undo an arrow? So that might be one of your questions, okay? And what exactly does it mean to undo an operation? What does it mean to undo an operation? Okay, so we're going to think about those questions, and then we're going to go ahead and respond to both A and B, okay? All right, so let's take a look at what your response should entail, okay? You should recognize that arrows in opposite directions undo each other, okay? So for example, you should be able to tell me here versus here, okay? Those arrows, or arrows like this and then arrows like this, they undo each other, okay? So we're going to go ahead and respond to that question. So let's go ahead and flip on the back page. So after you have copied down, okay, how the arrows undo each other, we're actually going to write about it on the next page. Okay, so here we go on the back. We're going to respond, okay, because they want us to know how to respond to letter A. And letter A was specifically asking us, how do you start with 2? How do you end up with 2? Okay, so then you would actually say, for example, 2 going in that direction is going to get you back to 2. Okay, and then for 21, okay, for 21, we have to go back and take a look at our chart, which we had right here. Okay, obviously our arrow going this way and going back would get us to 2, but what about for 21? Okay, for 21, there's nothing over here. So we'd have to use the up and down arrows to 28 to do that, okay? So for letter B, and I believe it was asking us in letter B, how do we get from 21? Okay, we're actually going to have to say 21, just like so, would then resort to 21, okay? And the reason we can do this is these are next to each other. Okay. The 2 has a 3 next to it. The 2 has a 3 next to it. The 21 has no number next to it, so, comma, so you have to use up and down arrows, okay? Because the 2 has a 3 next to it, you can use horizontal arrows. Okay? So go ahead and jot that down. And that, my friends, really truly is the answers to that think deeply question. Okay? And then we are going to move on to our Zern lesson.